Greetings everyone, Slizzle466 here, and in today's video we're looking at some of the best wild decks post nerfs and buffs, specifically the nerf to Lightning Bloom. Now, the nerf to Lightning Bloom was specifically targeted at Big Shaman. It kind of had a secondary hit on Druid, but as you can see here, Druid is still alive and strong. And one of the main reasons for that is because of Wild Heart Guff. Ridiculous card, really strong. So this build you see here is Mecha'thun Druid, solid list. Nothing particularly fancy about it. I'm always a fan of Floop's Glorious Gloop. I like the double poison seeds. It makes sense to run Scale of Onyxia if you're running Gloop. Same thing with Raid Boss Onyxia with Gloop. Just to ramp a lot, do crazy things. You've got the Twig into the Sphere to ramp up to 20 mana pretty quickly if you've already got Guff active. So a pretty solid list. Next up we have Reno Druid. So this specific list, as you can see, it's kind of the same thing. Like it's a Malygos Druid. It's a Malygos Druid list. It has a lot of the Druid things you see. Typically, like Poison Seeds, Guff, things like that. But it's a Dragon Druid with Malygos going on, just to have some alternate win conditions. There are multiple ways to win with this list, and it's one, if you like Reno lists, definitely one to give a try. Now, Malygos Mecha'thun Druid is becoming a thing. I was kind of confused by it at first when I saw it pop up, but it is becoming popular. Basically, it's kind of a way of playing around the Dirty Rat and Mutinous, or if you get parts of your Mecha'thun, the Shattered Milled, you got a backup plan with Malygos. It's not the full Malygos combo, so you know the Moonbeams, they're gonna do a fair chunk of damage, but not that much. But it's just nice to have multiple win conditions in your deck. And then we have Mecha'thun Druid. Again, kind of the same thing, but this time we have the Celestial Alignment, and basically you win with this list by playing Mecha'thun into Poison Seeds, making sure that your deck and hand is empty. There's a Reno deck, specifically a Hunter deck, Reno Hunter. Photon's a great player. Most lists that I see by Photon, I can pretty much say they're going to be good. So if you're in the mood for some Hunter, because Hunter's in a pretty horrible spot right now, give this one a try. It's a secret, as you can see. It's kind of a mid-range list. Like it's got the secrets going on. It's very mid-rangey. It only maxes out at Beastalker Tavish and Nanotamer Bran. But if you really want to play Hunter, this is probably the best way to do so. Looking at Mage, not a lot of Mage. Mage is just kind of bad these days. But this specific list I tested, because I'm always very skeptical of the Reno Mage lists. But I gave this list a try. I did go 3-1. So it's kind of a hero power mage list, but not really. It doesn't rely on it, but it just plays off value and clearing boards and healing. I really found this list to be really fun, pretty good. And if you're desperate to play Reno Mage, this is probably the best you're gonna get at the moment. Looking at Paladin, Paladin did get the Carriel nerf, but I don't think it really matters. So this specific Reno Paladin list, it's kind of very similar to the same lists you typically see. You got the Nosdormu to get into the giant things early in the game. But otherwise, I mean, whenever I play Reno Paladin, it always does great. Carriel from 7 to 8. I don't think really matters that much. So if you are a Reno Paladin advocate, you're gonna be fine. Mech Paladin. The only thing different about this list than what you typically see is it's running Loatheb. Loatheb isn't a mech, so it might make the radar detector not that great. But I mean, it draws so many cards anyway, who cares? But otherwise, it's just Mech Paladin, but there's a Loatheb in there. Looking at Priest, there's Reno Priest. Reno Priest, there have been a lot of people having success, but the lists I've been seeing are just all over the place. There are a couple of lists I wanted to feature. This was the best of the worst that I saw. I mean, there isn't even a Spawn of Shadows in this list. I don't know. I really don't like this list, but because there were multiple Reno Priest lists that I found when I was scrolling through Twitter, I'm featuring it, but I don't know. This list is pretty weird. Like, Serena Bloodfeather, I didn't even know that was a card until now. Why would you run Lucia? I don't know. Why is there a Blackwater Behemoth in here? I don't know. There's not much I can say about this one. Just give it a try. Maybe it'll work. I'm gonna test it. I mean, but I'm not gonna test it because I don't want to craft these cards. But I don't know. Like the Reno Priest lists that are coming out are just so weird. So this is the least weird of the lists that I found. Rogue, Pirate Rogue. Nothing to say. Smite went from 6 to 7. Doesn't matter. Still a good card. Put it in the list. Yeah. Quest Rogue. I don't think Quest Rogue is back, but Yerner is an excellent rogue player, and he had success with this list. There's nothing special about it. It's just a solid Quest Rogue list. So if you really want to play Quest Rogue, this is a good way to do so. Mine Rogue. Mine Rogue is actually, it's pretty good. I keep on playing it and expecting it to be terrible, and it turns out to be really good. Basically, if you're unfamiliar with the list, you get the graveyard out, you get the blade out, and then you get the mine out, and you just do so much damage so quickly. It's really ridiculous. I don't particularly like playing the deck because it's not my style, but it's a pretty solid deck. On to Shaman. So this this Shadowvar, I don't know if this is a meme. So I like Martian, as you know, is a streamer as well, like me. I didn't know if he posted this deck as a meme. And people are saying it's good, but like there's a Morabi in here, and there is a Baron Glassshare, which, as you can see, I don't own. It's also a Galakron deck, so I don't know. This deck gives me the jitters. I don't think it's that good, but I want to include it because Martian is a great streamer, great player. But this is a weird one. Yeah. Apparently he thinks this is going to be the deck of the meta. So maybe he's right. I don't know. But it looks pretty weird to me. Overload Shaman. You might think, hey, hold on. That deck's dead. Lightning Bloom got nerfed. Not really. Yes, you're refreshing instead of gaining, but in Overload Shaman, it's still pretty good. The big thing being that when you have the frog out, you bloom, you get your 1-drop. This specific, this player Purrs, their win rate did significantly drop post Lightning Bloom nerf. I think they said they had like a 55% win rate, which is not great. But it's, I mean, I'll give it a go because I like the deck. I like the archetype. It's kind of weird how they run the giants. That's kind of a weird touch, but otherwise, maybe the deck's not dead. We'll see. We'll see. Reno Shaman. So, again, the Reno lists, I always say, take them with caution. It depends on the pilot and the meta they are in. I tested this list and it felt pretty bad. I like the Bunker Sergeant makes no sense. The Death Warden makes no sense. There's just some bad choices in here. But if you want to play Reno Shaman, I think to be honest, I think 25 of these cards are great. So if you want to play Reno Shaman, this is pretty good. But yeah, feel free to throw in a few of your own cards. Like the Bunker Sergeant and the Death Warden make no sense, but otherwise, it's pretty solid. But to be honest, if you want to play Shadowwalk Shaman, just play the regular version. The Reno version is much more inferior. On the Warlock, so apparently someone had success with Curse Warlock. It's a deck I refuse to play because I think that Curse Warlock is complete garbage, and I refuse to play it. I played it a couple of times when I was like test playing for the new expansion, and it felt awful. But if you really want to play Curse Warlock, here you go. But it's a deck, personally, I would not touch. A deck I would touch, though, is Even Warlock. Even Warlock's insane. This is one of the best decks in the meta, in my opinion. This specific build is solid. I don't see anything wrong with it. So if you want to beat people, get legend, play this list. It'll get you there. They're in a warrior list because warrior has just been nerfed into the ground. Same with Demon Hunter. Like, Demon Hunter's dead. So Demon Hunter, warrior, they're gone. But if you want to try any of these lists for yourself, you will find all the deck codes in the description below. If you are a mobile user and it's difficult for you to copy those deck codes, there's an easy to copy code to my link to my Discord. You can join in there. Visit the deck list only channel. You'll find all the deck codes there. If you want to help support this channel, you can click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and until next time, hope to see you again.